Well, the Eternals is still coming at us early next year. We, as of now, still have not even a teaser poster officially revealed, so that's kind of cool. Definitely gets you hyped. That's
Dude,
depressing.
Marvel's dead, dude. They ended Avengers Endgame. That's it.
Joker killed Marvel.
You can't go higher than that.
Hasn't been a movie since Joker, so.
Sonic was the final blow to the MCU this year.
No, Bloodshot was the start of a whole new universe.
I kind of liked Bloodshot, like not in it's a good way.
Stop lying to yourself.
But yeah, Eternals. Interesting quotes coming out and interesting details. And one I've seen a lot of people argue against, and I'm like, are you guys not even aware of what they're saying? Like, read the actual thing. It's like, oh, it's going to be bigger than Avengers Endgame. And people are like, well, no, it's not. It's like, it actually is. Like, it is physically more things are going to be happening in that movie than in Endgame. So, like, the moment you see an Eternal fighting Celestials, you're like, well, yeah, that's a new scale of epic that we've never seen before. So in that way, I get what they're saying, but people are sort of twisting the word in the other way that's like, oh, they're saying they're going to be, like more money and stuff. It's like, no. They're not saying that. Definitely not that, because Eternals is not making 2.9 billion or whatever.
You wait, I bet it does. I will make it so it does.
You're going to buy all the tickets? So
I'll have to make 1,000 Disney Plus accounts just to make it happen. But
so with Eternals, action figures should be hitting store shelves by mid-October to November, which will be interesting, which means we got stuff coming soon, which I think bodes well for them talking about it. It's like, okay, they're starting to get on that PR, to slowly start to make people aware of it. What's your feelings on it, Mitch? When do you think we're getting it, and how do you think they're going to present this movie to the, I guess, world and everybody else?
I mean, I'm convinced it's doing what Mulan's going to do. Convinced. At this point, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It makes, like, you've got the Corona still running about everywhere, so, hey, just play it safe. And, if it comes to it, if cinemas and theatres are open across the planet, do what Bill and Ted done, do day and date.
Yeah.
If not, just do it straight on Disney Plus. Because Mulan's not going to tank on there. There's no chance.
Yeah.
No chance now. But the interesting bit from the interview that they done for me was her talking about like her manga roots and how she's going to blend that East and West like ideology together for it. Which, for something where they're not just default white guy and white girls, they are literally whatever you could think of and like everything. It's like, yeah, it's probably an idea to take influences from different cultures and put them together. Also, comics and manga aren't too separate anyway, so maybe Eternals can lead to manga films. I don't know. That's just a hope. But
she kept saying like One Punch Man and stuff.
I mean, it's not too far off. No. They are essentially, they can one punch literally everything. Celestial.
Again, the amount of people on this planet that know about the Eternals lore is probably, to put it nicely, Mitch and 3 more people. Like,
it's like when Guardians was coming out.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Guardians at least had a few runs and was still a thing that was happening, but like, Eternals is such a weird thing to exist and nobody even knows about it yet. Like, it's, I don't know, I'm really hyped for it. Like, it's got a solid cast. I like what they're saying about it. Hearing some of the details about what we're going to see in it and some of the rumors, it's like, no, this all sounds pretty epic in terms of size, scope, and scale, and representing the MCU as something bigger and more grandiose than just, hey, look at these 15 years that these heroes, Avengers, existed in. It's like, oh no, this is going to be like, spanning thousands of years. So again, they're adding a good amount of like, world building, which is, I think, what excites me the most is that. It's like, oh, I want to see, I want to see like ancient Babylon or whatever they're going to do and how they represent it. So, a lot of...
We're getting Babylon.
Oh, Savage, you need the Savage Land.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's in there. There's got to be some kind of hint towards something like that.
Yeah. Make Kazar a Eternal. Yay.
No, you guys don't understand though. They're only making this because DC's New Gods. That's a response.
Is it still happening though?
Response to what?
Wait, wasn't New Gods announced first, but Eternals is like done already and
I was
stuff?
gonna say, but where is New Gods? Like they're still writing it apparently. No, the New Gods announcement of Fandom was the best part about that thing. So.
Oh. Dude, that fandom was such a bait and switch. What the hell? They said there was going to be two secret movies, and then there was nothing.
Didn't they announce Static? Isn't that one of them?
I mean,
or them saying Static's in development, and that's it. Like,
it was a weird announcement because it wasn't even made as an announcement. You had to like dig through the transcript to be like, "Oh, look, they said they're making a Static movie." What? Like, what a weird way.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, and that's kind of a thing. Like, the New Gods are a cool concept. The Eternals are a cool concept. That sort of, you know, you can compare and contrast them. And I'm hopeful that, you know, this whole idea, because they're going to tie to that whole Ancient Aliens thing, is really represented well and does good. Because I would love for this to become a trilogy of sorts, or maybe even beyond a trilogy.
I mean, there's no way they just make it a one and done. If Ant-Man can get 3 movies, then
freaking Ant-Man is getting 3 movies. Superman can't even get a sequel. Come on.
That's so disappointing. It's so sad.
It's fine. You've got like 5 different King Sharks, so eat well.
Yeah. King Sharks.
The one thing that the Eternals though is kind of like that I was let down by is the suit design. Like it's not very Kirby-esque, you know. It's very like
but at the same time. They usually change it from that first concept art reveal. I'm expecting it to not look the same as that.
That is kind of true, because remember the first concept art we got of Guardians? If we would have got that, nobody would have liked Groot, because he looked horrific. Like, he looked like something out of a horror movie.
He looked like Groot. I was fine with it.
Well, you might have been, but... everything looked slightly off compared to what we got. So I think all of us here are excited for this film to see what's going to happen. Obviously, as soon as the trailer and everything drops, we'll talk more about it, and you know, we'll give you our then take on it, because I'm assuming it's going to be visually just stunning, but
it's going to be the best movies.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Time Traveler Mitch. That's cool.
I mean, I'm just getting in front of what the trades are going to say. So.
Well, you think it's going to be great, but you ain't seen the power of Morbius that's going to destroy it, so...
Yeah, actually,
Morbius.
Dude, you know, with the MCU movies, honestly, like, I always, like, forget that, like, they're coming out still, like, Black Widow and all this, like, it seems like, I don't know.
I mean, in fairness, with this year, nothing's come out, so...
Yeah.
Like, they should just dump it on, like, Disney Plus, though, or...
Well, let's hope Mulan does well, because that's the future. That's the future.